Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday, and we have lots of birds singing. Seems to be a beautiful day ahead. I'm still in First Corinthians chapter 16, reading verse 10. This is going down to the last few verses. Paul was saying, when Timothy comes, don't intimidate him. He is doing the Lord's work just as I am. Don't let anyone treat him with contempt. Send him on his way with your blessing when he returns to me. I expect him to come with the other believers. Here he was giving some final instructions because he was planning a visit and so on. But he says here, when Timothy comes, don't intimidate him. He is doing the Lord's work just as I am. I want to zero in on that. A lot of times we are opposed to persons doing the same things that we are doing. I want to take this little example here to remind us that Paul was a big preacher and so on, and Timothy was just an upcoming, minister in the Lord and so on. And he was sending Timothy to them with the letter and some blessings and so on. And he says, hey, when he comes, don't intimidate him. A lot of times we are opposed to other persons doing what we are doing. Remember that you are special, you are unique. I do poetry, and there are many other poets. And sometimes I love to just sit and listen to them because what they bring is different from what I bring. Every person, even though we are in the same kind of gift and talent, God distinguishes each one of us from each other. Sometimes we have similarities with others and all these different things, but in the end, it's different because we are each unique. Our fingerprints are different. They're even different from each other. And so I want to encourage us not to intimidate others. You may be a writer. Don't just beat down other people's writing. You may be a singer. Don't just beat down other people's song. Their voice is obviously different from yours. Their style will be different from yours. Sometimes their style is like yours, but their voice is different. So they bring, there's a uniqueness about each one of us. So we don't need to be intimidated by other people who may be heading along that same path. Sometimes they walk along that path and then there's a diversion. You don't know. You don't know what picture God is painting with their life, but you may have an idea of what He's doing in your life. And that is what we need to concentrate on. He's saying, look, Timothy's doing the Lord's work just as we are. That other person is living out their destiny just the way you are living out your destiny. That other person is heading to become the best that they can be in the same way that you are trying to be the best that you can be. And so what instead we need to do is to help the other person. And he said, send them back with your blessing. Some other person come to you for advice, on what it is you're doing, and they want to do the same thing. You willingly give it, because at the end of the day, you are special, you are unique, and what God is doing in your life is completely different to what He's doing in their life. We should not let other people's gifts and other people's talent intimidate us or be in competition with it. Even the description says we are a royal priesthood. You know, it means that we are all priests. We are all special and unique. We all have that same access to God and to His gifts and to His guidance. And so I want to encourage us not to become the kind of people that pull down other people. Like crabs in a barrel. You got to pull. You don't need to pull down anybody or discredit anybody in order for you to shine. Shine in your own right. Shine with the best that you can be. Shine with the best of God's love that you can share with those around you, and see God manifest His gift and His talent as He takes you on your road to destiny. All right? That's my word of encouragement to you today. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and remember, God loves you, and I do too. Be blessed.